So this is my Fastball Galactus deck. One copy of Adam Warlock. One Fastball Special. One Magic. One Venom. One Crystal. One Luna Snow. One Wave. One Adamantium Infusion. One Star-Lord, Master of the Sun. One Hobgoblin. One Null. And of course, the one Galactus. So this is my Fastball Galactus gameplay. So one of the strategies obviously is to get Galactus on the field as quickly as possible and get him to go off and then try to win that lane. Obviously we use stuff like Luna Snow to try to help us get Galactus out at least by turn 5, so that way turn 6, we can null or do something else or play Adamantium Infusion. But one of the things we like to do is try to get Galactus out as quickly as possible. As you can see here, I'm able to create a lot of energy. So on turn 5, I got 9 energy. So there's a lot I could do here. So notice I don't have Galactus. I do have Null. I'm playing Crystal. I'm trying to draw my Galactus, and it turns out, oh, there's my Galactus. My opponent used Cable to take it. So that saves me the trouble. As you can see, turn 5 Galactus. Boom. Turn 6. No, he drops the Galactus and I win. That's all I was trying to do, was try to trigger Galactus so I could play Null and win that way. And my opponent did it for me. So I appreciate it. So a lot of times we try to wave into Galactus, which is typical. As you can see, I got the stuff for it. So there's the wave. And it goes to Galactus. Boom, Galactus went off. Now the thing is, that was a turn for Galactus, so it's a little tough because it gives my opponent two turns to try to make a comeback. When I prefer it to just be one turn, that they can only make one play. So there's a free def, right? I throw in these two, trying to weaken their board and strengthen mine, and then they null, which normally, null would hurt, would win, but there wasn't that much that was destroyed because I, waved Galactus, so null wasn't going to be that strong. Plus, reducing his side by 8 also helps me, obviously, because by reducing his size by 8, that technically increases my size by 8. So it's essentially an extra 16 power to my side. So here we go, wave Galactus. This happens a lot. Wave Galactus happens a lot. But what I take into account is that he could fail. Typically, you want to put him in a location where there are cards already, so that way your opponent has less cards they can put there to try to beat you. You see how he Galactus? That's definitely his Galactus. Even though it looks similar, it's definitely a custom Galactus. But again, I was checking to see what I had in the graveyard because I had Adamantium Infusion. So lucky me, I was like, all right, cool. He didn't fill up his location. So he's just powering up his Galactus, which gives me time to throw in the Goblin. And then, of course, I can drop Null. Because even if he drops Null, it'll be weaker. But he didn't have Null, so boom. But typically what you want to do is find a location where your opponent already has a couple weak cards, and then put cards in that location. And then you want to Venom that location, so that way you only have one card, which would be Venom, and he'll be powered up, right, from absorbing all the other cards. And then Fastball it into your opponent's location, right, to weaken their side. And since they'll have, less, their side will be weaker and they have less. As you can see, I keep getting wave Galactus a lot. Especially with the stuff like that Mindscape getting in the way. So, drop the Galactus in the middle, which he does already have a card, and of course he can play other cards there and make me fail, but I have Fastball and Adamantium Infusion. But since I I obviously trigger first, it, you know, didn't matter. See, because he would have matched me, and I would have failed Galactus going off. But I had priority. You see, there's the Venom making a 9 power that I can throw into his location. Then he bounces all that back to his hand. So of course that -7 is no longer on that side. So now it's like, all right, Venom will come back at 18. So as long as he can't beat 18, I'm good. It's like he got to 17 and bang, 18. GG. You know, it happens. At least the Venom came in. But if it wasn't for him bouncing and stuff, I would have been one. So obviously we got the fastball and adamantium fusion. We got that. So we want to create the Venom lane essentially. The Venom. So we passed the turn, so that we turn 4 we can drop Star-Lord ideally. See, we got the Venom. So now we got the Venom fastball combo. But I go straight into Galactus. It's like, I get Galactus. Why try to set up Galactus when I can just go straight into Galactus, right? So that's always an option. So I can start loading into Galactus. And then now, since it's the final turn, I was like adamantium fastball. But he scoops. He doesn't even let me resolve this. So we don't know what he could have done. But clearly, my opponent didn't have much to do. They took so long to even try to make a response. Good thing this video sped up. But they retreated, so victory. But I definitely was going to essentially win that. And that's the basic strategy. Obviously, Wave Galactus is nothing special because that's been done to death for years. But it still works, so that's why I still do it, right? But the backup is if it fails, if I fail to pick the right location to Galactus, then the fastball adamantium fusion combo comes in, where you fastball the Galactus, obviously, and then you bring it back with adamantium fusion as a 12 power Galactus, and hopefully trigger and ideally win that lane. So that's the basic idea of it, and I infinite with this deck, so it's very consistent, especially with the wave strategy.